Alright, welcome back to another league race. I'm back with FTRL for GT26, which begins at a new track, the new one that came in the update, Igor Nordwand. A couple of things to explain off the bat, so we'll try and get into the nitty gritty of the new season format, etc. And what we had to do. So basically, similar format to last season with the return of the group categories, and this is the car choice order first and foremost. So this was done on the basis of last season. You see, we're in the mid pack there for Pro-Am. The cars we had to choose from, you'll see in a sec. But basically, like again, same teams, GT1, GT2 combined to make one team. I think you'll see the teams actually towards the end of this. They're the choice of cars. I tested them extensively, most of them. I binned off the Genesis because it's a piece of shit, and the McLaren I think was too slow. So my real choices came down between the Lexus and I think a mix between the BMW and the Nissan GTR. I couldn't quite get on with the Porsche, and the Toyota was. I liked the Toyota. That's like my heart pick, but it was just a little bit too thirsty. And I don't know. I just found it just ranked lower in the other in my own rankings when I did some preseason testing for them. Here are the teams in the end. We're Team 4 with Panda, Unsafe in GT1, and then in GT2 Oblivion, Jonesy, and Owen from GT2. So yeah, nice little team there. Unsafe release did our liveries. We are the big Kahunas. If you remember, if you've seen Pulp Fiction, you see that's a tasty burger. So. Here's the race format then. So there's standalone sprint weeks, which is what this week is. There's standalone endurance events, which we'll get onto when it comes up. And mixed weeks, again, we'll cover when we come to it. Sprint weeks, all you have to know is there's 3 races. A lot more sprints this season than last season. And tire wear is times 2, so we shouldn't see any real pit stops as was last season in some sprint races. So same kind of format. You need to use the mediums twice and then the softs once. And I think that's really it. So again, we'll cover the mix and the standalone endurance and the mixed weeks when we get to them. But this is a sprint week. We're qualifying at Igor Nordwand. Oh, I chose the Lexus. I don't know if I made that clear. I'm in the Lexus. So Igor Nordwand. So again, qualifying here, F1 style qualifying for sprint weekends, for sprint weeks rather, Q1, Q2, and Q3. This Lexus really struggles with this track. Just the slow speed hairpins. It doesn't rotate very well, so I wasn't expecting a lot here. Bottom 3 are knocked out in Q1. We got through okay. Bottom 4 are knocked out in Q2. And I basically did the same lap time as I did last time, but it was not enough for me to stave off elimination. So we're knocked out in Q2, which means we're starting P11 for the first of 3 races at Deep Forest. So that's where we're at this week. So yeah, Switzerland is the first stop on. This is GT26 is the FTRL World Tour. So this is Switzerland, and yeah. So Igor Nordwand is the qualifying track, and then the main race. The main races are at Deep Forest Raceway. So here we go then. First of 3 races, P11. Let's see what we can do. 5 red lights, new season. And away we go. Not a bad start. Using the traction early on. Using a bit of traction to get going. Losing a spot into Pagani. No shock there. His starts are electric. Oops, excuse me. Oh, there's contact there. There was a Rom. And trying to hang around the outside. Another car on the inside there as well. Leave as much space heading up the hill. I've got the inside, so I think, right, I should be able to have a go here. But Rom's just got a little bit more in front. And he's going to swoop around the outside. He's going to be caught out then by Homer basically coming to a dead stop in front of him, and then I can't hit into Rom, so not much I could really do about that, but I try not to get on the power too soon to let him keep the place in case I was at fault there. So yeah, difficult start there, kind of got bottlenecked. That was kind of tough. Not much I could really do in that situation. That was kind of, everything kind of came to a stop. But we'll move on then, further on to lap 1 then. So Owen is subbing in for Will for FTRL Panda, so I'll try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone and maybe go up the inside of Rom here, as Owen was kind of on the edge of as well. But anyways, Rom goes through, and then Owen's going to let us go through as well. Will is in a Lexus as well, so it'd be nice to have that kind of comparison in team. No lead this season to compare, sadly, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean that genuinely. What's my reference going to be now? I have no idea. I have to judge by the same car. That was a little bit of contact between myself and Homer, and I thought I'd probably done him a bit dirty there, so I let him back through. Looking at that, I don't know, I need to see it again. I watched it once, but I thought there was space there, and I thought he just kind of turned in, but I thought, you know what, that I can understand why that would be my fault, so I let him go then. And then Owen lets me go again, so thank you to him for that. So we move back through. But kind of, yeah, a couple of things that kind of haven't gone our way. That is kind of, we're kind of in a shitty position here. I thought actually the pace was okay once we got going. Choosing to get these mediums out of the way. There was someone going very deep. I think that was Andy. Andy is reserving in I think he's in the Genesis. That Genesis is a pile of shite, but T Smith is going to show us all how it's done in the Genesis this season. Lap number 10 then, so I was chasing Homer down for a few laps. Again, I thought that his pace was actually okay as well. I was kind of going with him. We're catching up to the guys in front, but anyways, I'm a little bit quicker at this phase of the race. He's had a difficult lap or two, so I'm going to try go around the outside. Enough space on the inside, get the thing rotated. This Lexus can be a little bit tail happy, so I've got the inside line here, and I'm going to get on the brakes later, and a little bit of contact there, but he's got back out of that. And I had the inside there, so we get on through into P number 11. So yeah, this Lexus is a little tail happy, so you have to get a little bit used to that. But I genuinely thought for most of the tracks they're doing this season, it's quite good. Unfortunately, these first few tracks I found in testing weren't to its strengths, but the ones that come after week 3 kind of come to it a lot more. So anyway, so this week was very much kind of just do the best that we can with it. Anyways, P11 to start off then. Yeah, so start P11 and end at P11. So I got but optimistic that the pace was actually quite good. So I thought maybe we can make up some better ground with a few less incidents in race number 2. Which race 2 then takes for the grid for race 2 is taken from the race 1 result, and then the grid for race 3 is taken from the reverse result of this race. So P11 again. So a chance to make a better start this time. Let's see how we get. Yep, traction on, but I learned to get off the traction a little bit quicker, so let's see if we learn anything at all. And away we go. A little better. Yeah, much better. We are going to be able to go and attack a little bit here. Getting the slipstream of Aaron. See if we can get on the outside of Rom. Well, early on the brakes there. I just want to settle into a little space, get on the throttle, and then away we go. I probably was a little bit too conservative in this lap one. Now, I had a look on the replay. It looked like I got tagged by Homer, but on the replay, apparently the back end just stepped out on its own. So it was it was a little confusing that. I initially thought that was Homer's fault, but I looked on the replay and the back end it just didn't seem like it seemed like the back end just went on its own, which is very strange because you can kind of feel the back end going like that, and it just felt like it was contact, but evidently not. But anyways, on the inside end of Goy, we're on a mission now. We actually haven't lost. We've just lost track position. We haven't lost time. Well, of course we lost time, you idiot. We haven't lost too much time. Like we can make up some places back here if things break our way. And there goes Rom. So there's one position that we've gained. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Again, track position was kind of important here. You have to be quite a bit quicker, I think, to overtake. Or a situation like this where there's a penalty involved, and which we get that position back on Andy then. So we're kind of making our way through the field. Slowly but surely. This hairpin was the rough one. Like, this was the corner this Lexus couldn't do. The rest of the lap I feel like was okay, but that corner was one I really struggled with at times. Lap number 9 then, here comes Oblivion. So Oblivion's our teammate, so we have to be careful how we... Oblivion, I think, is... No, he's Is he reserving as well? Actually, can't remember. No, he's not. No, so what am I doing? Oblivion came in for Owen for race 2. That's what happened. So it's still reserving for Will. Jeez, I can't talk, man. But that was it, though. We had a little bit of a train between Unsafe and Homer. There's all cars quite close here. So I'm kind of, had the start gone a bit differently. Maybe we could have been a bit further up the field. But yeah, 2 P11s is difficult. But with the soft run to go then. We're going to be starting in the top 5, I think. So a chance to use the softs. A lot of people use the softs for the first. Not as many people use the softs on the first race. Usually, you get people kind of banking on track position and converting with the softs, and then they obviously take the race result for the race 1 result and convert for a good position for race 2 for the mediums. But like half the grid basically used soft for this race, but let's see what we can do then against similarly competitive similar tires, I should say. But away we go. Not a bad start. There we go. So yeah, we're going to hold station here. Rom is on mediums, I believe, so we should be able to try and get the jump on him early on here. It's going to be important because Andy and Oblivion are immediately itself off the road, and I can't waste time trapped here with the likes of Tom, who's won both races, and Aaron's got good pace here as well. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, got to make this move on the Rom somewhat soon. Tiptoeing our way through this first sector. We got a run alongside here, so go try. Gonna try and sneak up the inside there, but nothing doing yet. But hopefully, again, we gotta do this soon because the time is money here. This is a GT1. You can't be fecking around. I'm gonna try and get a good exit out of this corner here. Oblivion, his game crashed, and that's where he ended up straight in the wall. So that was really unfortunate. He's gonna disconnect. His game just crashed. That was really unfortunate. That was a good positions. Sorry, good position for him. That was, it's going to go a begging sadly. But anyways, we have to carry on. We've got a Rom to overtake here, and on the sauce going to try and make this down the inside. Yes, can we rotate the car though?
Oh shit.
Yes, we can. And get a decent enough exit. Can we get a good exit? No, Rom's still there. He's on the outside. So again, this is all allowing Andy to gain a little bit of a buffer, and I need to clear this quickly. Again, that last corner I find really difficult, that last hairpin. But anyways, we're on the inside. We have the better tyres. We should be able to outbrake into turn 1 here. And there's our braking point. Yeah, we've got that. Cars are squabbling behind. I think Rom goes deep as well then. So yeah, we're safe. And a big squabble ensued behind between Rom, Unsafe, etc. It built up a 5-second buffer by the time Tom got through to third on lap 5. So that's our gap. And me and Andy are working together here to try and lose as little time as possible when things begin to converge a little bit later on. So that's where we're at with things. That convergence occurs lap 10. And we both know we can't afford to be, Tom's already half the gap. And he's getting really good exits out of this corner. So we both know kind of time is money here. So yeah, Andy has a little bit of a moment there. And we're gonna work together on this one. So I'm gonna go through here, and we're gonna lose as little time as possible and protect ourselves as best we can. Because with Tom, there are some cars that could come with him. So that's where we're at with things. So we're gonna move into the lead of the race. And we've got 3 laps to see this out, to prevent Tom from doing the clean sweep and winning all 3 races, but also to win our first race since I think season 22. I think back it was a sprint race at the Red Bull Ring in the Honda NSX, I believe. That's how long ago it's been since we've taken a race victory. So it's been a while. Here's the last lap. Tom has closed the gap. Is that 5/10 of a second? It's not great. It's not the advantage I would like, given that how strong Tom is out of the last corner and how weak I am at this last corner as well. So gonna stay on board for this lap. A lot of things happened on this last lap. A lot of chaos behind, so I had to really concentrate. It was like there was so much going on this race, with like drama from some guys behind and getting involved in scraps with some drivers who shall not be named, but you can probably guess which ones. Anyways, this part of the track is fine. We need to get 2 good exits here. One out of this corner, and then one out of the last corner. Here we go then. Here's the first one. Get the car rotated. Yeah, it's a decent exit using all the track there. We've got about 5/10, so we're going to be safe heading up into this hairpin, but it's the exit. It's the braking and exit of this hairpin. It's going to be make or break. And we've got a long run then down to the line. So here we go then. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I maximum focus. I am bricking it because I know how strong that car is. I know how I'm weak at this corner. It's okay. That's okay. But is it going to be enough? Because Tom has got a good run out of this last corner.
Christ.
Yeah, this is going to be tense. Let's take it to the line.
I swear to God.
Come on. He's in the slipstream. He's going to pull alongside.
For the love of Christ, I beg.
I beg.
Yes!
I did it. It was enough.
You jammy fuck!
Oh my goodness, 13 thousandths. That was way too close. Way too close. I think on the stream it was 3 thousandths of a second, but in reality it was 13 thousandths. Oh my goodness. That was so intense. Thank fucked for that. I would have been gutted had I lost that.
Yes,
But we did it,
By the way.
and I was very, very happy about it. So that's a first race win for a long time. Oh my goodness,
Because like, you take
absolutely.
like 4-10 time at any given moment out there. It was horrifying.
Yeah, absolutely horrifying. But fair play to Tom. Made that was tense stuff. Andy then fed back to him and got the podium. So we, I think working together ended up. We both ended up getting good results because of it. Because I think Andy held off. I think was that Rom in fourth. But anyways, and here's the standings then after the first week. So two P11s didn't help my cause, but the pace was solid enough, and we got the race win to help boost our standings a little bit in the standings. So yeah, thankfully. We managed to get that result to kind of help boost ourselves a bit because difficult one with Oblivion then, who was in a really good position late on, but ended up with that game crash. Nothing he could do obviously about it, but mixed bag of results for all of us. Unsafe did a very good job, very consistent, and he finds himself in P3 as a result. But here's the standings then for the teams. You see the team names. PS Playmates may be up there as one of the worst names possible. I'm not sure. The Doctors is pretty funny though as well. But anyways, the Big Kahunas for I think we got the best livery, to be honest. We're in fourth for now. So early days though, very early days indeed. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's edition of FTRL GT26 week number 1 for Switzerland. Next up is Italy. And we're heading around Lago Maggiore. So yeah, brilliant start to the season. Lago Maggiore for a mixed week. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyways, thanks very much for watching, and until next time.